Hello, I'm Peaches from Crummy Peaches Games. I'm currently developing a game titled NPC, but before that, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I currently work a full-time job and I'm working on this project every chance I get, which is very rare. I was a multimedia graduate with only the basic skills and knowledge I needed to get started. When I say basic, I literally mean basic. I knew how to program basic functions on Python like printing "Hello World." I also knew how to animate using frame-by-frame animation for 5-minute animations. The only thing I was more than a beginner at was graphic design and illustration. I didn't even think about game development and haven't touched Unity before this. On my 4th year without a formal internship class, I took on internships. One led me to discovering game development and taught me Adobe After Effects. Now I work full-time learning more and more about the game dev industry. With these experiences, I finally decided to work on NPC. This would be my passion project. I initially wanted to be a game artist but found that I'm greatly lacking in skills. I wanted to have a masterpiece. A masterpiece that includes all my creative skills that I worked so hard to learn on my own. I loved the idea of playing as a non-playable character. If you've played role-playing games, you know that there's always characters that give you quests, sells you items, and tells you how to advance the main story. You play as those characters and live their day-to-day lives and support the adventures that come your way. You listen to their stories and see their stories flourish as you support them. Along the way, you discover more about the history of the land with your loving guardian's news. During the first month of development, I managed to write a script, sketch the characters you can play as, sketch the house layout, and make the draft of the UX and UI of the game. On the second month, I finally started on animating one of the characters using Adobe After Effects. I also started coding the movement and figured out what the overall art style of the game would be. One thing I loved while working on this was how I was also unraveling what the final game would be like. I'm the first one playing it and I'm discovering things about the game I didn't even know about as I continue to develop it. This month, I had to take it slow, working on small things like the layering system of assets and fixing colliders. I asked around online about what makes a comfy game fun. There were people interested in the mobs as pets or as helping friends. And after thinking about it, I did decide to include it in the game. Currently, I have a few features that I've only done writing on. There's the favorite system where you can mark which of the adventurers you favor, and it gives you a few bonuses on their stories and interactions with you. Now there's the pet system where you can care for the world's mobs and they drop their respective items frequently. But this won't be applied anytime soon. As you may have realized, this is the first video I've done with voiceovers and flashy edits. But I won't be able to do many of these types of devlog and I'll probably go back to simple edits with a bot voiceover. I'd love to focus on developing the game rather than recording and editing. It's difficult to work and record without more crashes, so... If you've made it this far, thank you very much. I'm actually surprised you even clicked on this video. But I hope now you look forward to this game the way I do. See you in my next devlog!